Welcome, everyone. Sorry, I'm going to start that again. We are here live. I'm recording this interview with Meena Samara for the She Shakes the World interview series, but we decided we were going to do it live at the same time. So whether you're catching this here now live, you're very welcome. Whether you're catching this on the replay, you are going to love this. I am beyond excited to introduce Meena Samara. She is an energy healer. She is the most incredible energy healer. And today, she is going to help you with a visualization to release anything that you might be worried about in this moment. So she's going to actually do a live healing for you all. And then we're going to help you really understand and get into the flow and really connect with your own internal power. So do let us know either if you're catching this live, do share this if you're catching this live. And if you're catching the replay, also let us know whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Facebook. We really believe that the right people are meant to be catching this interview today, this live interview as well. So Meena, thank you. I'm so delighted.
Thank you for having me. I'm just super excited to be working with you on this and our upcoming projects.
Yes. We're gonna share more about that later on because it's really we've been brought together. Meena and I know we've known each other for probably about 12 months now,
Mhm.
and we've connected with each other so many times. We actually work with each other as well, so we've actually done a lot of energy work on each other, which has really helped transform our lives and our businesses. And we just knew we had a conversation about a month ago, and we just knew we were brought together to do something quite specific. And our energies together, it's very hard to explain. They're really beautiful and they're really powerful.
Very, very natural. It just clicks.
So let's hope you don't get blown away today, and hope that this.
It's going to be strong.
What was I going to say? Sort of like ground yourself and get yourselves ready, because I'm sure there's going to be some beautiful, powerful energy that comes through. So, Meena, I know that you do group work and you do private work, and you're amazing at helping people with visualizations and energy healing. So, we decided it would be really important to actually do let you do a live healing for people right now. Like whether they're watching it live or on the replay, when they hear this, this will be when they need to hear it. So, would you take people through a small? We're not going to do very long visualization and a moment where they can really, if there's something that's really bothering them right now or something that they really feel is getting in their way of their flow, let's help them to release anything that might be blocking them right now, because energy healing is quite difficult to comprehend. So actually sometimes just participating in something can really help.
Yeah, definitely. There's so many different ways of working as well. But this is a really simple technique that anyone can take part in. It's going to feel very much like a meditation. So it's not something that you haven't experienced or recognized or be aware of. So all we're going to do is just take a few deep breaths and just really come into the moment. Just be aware of your body and maybe say a few nice things to yourself and close your eyes.
And I'm going to do this with everybody.
So you're just going to say a few nice things to ourselves, taking a few deep breaths, just giving yourself that moment. This is your time, this is your healing. And I want you to visualize yourself walking along a beautiful, beautiful golden beach. Don't worry too much if you don't feel like you can visualize, it'll still work. Just setting the intention. I'm walking along a beautiful golden beach. This is my time. This is my healing. And as you walk along the beach, just noticing how perfect this moment feels. The temperature's perfect, the water's glistening in the sunshine, and just noticing the lush green mountains ahead of you, a green forest around you, around the beach, and you're just being fully cocooned, fully supported, and fully looked after in this idyllic nature setting. Okay. And when you're ready, I want you to set the intention of anything that you want to let go of now. anything that might be going on in your life that you feel like you just can't cope with, any stresses or anxieties or worries. It'll be the first thing that pops to your mind. Feel safe and comfortable just to let this go. You're just going to let the thoughts go. You're going to let the worries go. Just setting that intention. And when you're ready, I want you to walk into the beautiful ocean, immerse yourself in the healing waters, and these healing waters are going to cleanse you, clear you, and remove the energetic prints, the energetic negative energy. Just going to release them gently into the water, and you're saying to yourself, I'm letting go, I'm letting go. It's safe to let go. Just allowing the healing waters to wash through you and around you. Noticing a very gentle charge of the water flowing through you and around you. The waves just building a slight momentum, a comfortable momentum just to wash through you, releasing now and letting go of any negativity that no longer serves you. They're just thoughts. It's just energy that we're holding on to. Just noticing how your breath starts to release. And when you feel a shift, a change, a release, we're going to gently walk back out of the water onto the beautiful golden beach and just take a seat for a moment. You should be feeling a lot lighter now. You might have noticed some pops, some changes in your physical body. And just allowing the sun to recharge you, rebalance you, re-energize you with the energy that's been released. We're just replacing that now. And I want you in this morning, in this moment, to call in and bring out of yourself a new level of courage, a new level of confidence, knowing that you are capable of coping with anything that's going on in this moment right now in your life. You are looked after, you are supported, and you are safe. Just allowing that to come into you, through you and out you. Become that. I am safe, I am loved, I am confident, I am courageous. Just allowing that to balance out again. And when you're ready, you're just going to wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes, just come back into the moment, back into the room, and maybe just pat down and just reminding yourself to get back into your body. And then you can very slowly start opening your eyes. That was just an express version.
But we'll just give everyone a moment to come back to that and just let us know your experience. I can certainly share my experience from, I really wanted to feel it for myself as well. But do share sort of your experience, because everyone will experience this differently. We're going to talk about energy and blocks and help people perhaps understand that a bit more. But certainly for me, as soon as you said sort of allow yourself to sort of go into the ocean and feel that washing away, it was almost like my shoulders, I felt them, my shoulders just dropped, and I remember I felt this beautiful smile on my face, and I could just feel the sort of a lightness coming. And then, as you said, come out and sit in the sun on the sand, I was like, yes. And I could just, it was almost like you said, the sun was recharging me, and there's the energy that no longer served me had gone. I could fill myself up with, like you said, the love and the courage, and it's so that was certainly my experience from it. So hopefully others will have have felt their own way through it. Thank you for sharing that with us. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
it'd be wonderful to hear the feedback on the experiences people have had.
Definitely, definitely, because you know, it can be difficult sometimes. You know, when we have got worries and we have got things on our minds, and to remember that we do have this beautiful power within us. We do have this energy within us, and sometimes it can get we can feel stuck and we can feel blocked. How can we and sometimes it's the energy that keeps us stuck. How do you like to explain that to people, you know, this idea of feeling blocked in energy, and how we can sort of work our way through that?
Yeah. The stuck feeling is from we've gone through a long period of things that have happened and experiences that have happened from childhood all the way up to now. We've also had many thoughts. We're thinking things every single day, and every single thought that we have is creating an energy bubble, and it's creating who we are and the essence of who we are. And then we're reflecting things into life that are becoming challenging. And then suddenly we feel really stuck. And that's what that stuck feeling is. It's just the blocks of the negativity of what we've been through that are now stuck inside of us. So the way to work through it is really methodically and systematically starting to release and let go of things. So what we've just experienced today is one of the most powerful, most beautiful things we can ever do for ourselves, which is starting to let go of thoughts, starting to let go of that energy. So it's not just the thought that gets released, it's the actual energy. And that's why the shoulders relax, because the energies come out for the shoulder to move down again, for you to be able to take your breath to your stomach, because we're holding on to so much. And the more you do it, the more you release and the deeper you go. And in going deeper and doing that work, which is actually very simple in the essence of it, it seems too easy. You think, oh, that can't do anything. It's very, very powerful. And that's when you start to access the light inside you. That's when you can start to access, for example, today, we access the courage that was already inside us,
Yes,
but we couldn't access it because the block was on top.
yes,
So we allowed it to come forward because now we'd made space.
yes. I'm getting tingles and I'm getting goosebumps and I'm getting excited by what you're sharing, because you're sharing such truth. And you know, and I think that's it, we often think, oh, we're not special, we don't have this power, we don't have this light, there's only certain people that have it. But it's so not true. We all have this beautiful power, energy within us. It's
Yes.
not we've got lost ourselves. It's not like sometimes people feel like they're lost. It's just that
Yeah.
light has become covered up, and
Yeah.
we've lost our way slightly. And all we need to do is just gently take those layers off the light, so that actually it can come out and shine, and
Yeah.
people can actually be, and this sounds a bit cheesy, but like be who they were born to be.
Mhm.
And I know you and I have both recognized it, and a lot of other people have. There's been this change in energy in this year. We've both felt it,
Yeah.
and people are being called to kind of like open up their energy more and more and really let it out. Do you want to talk a little bit more about that, about what we've both felt, and how it's really important?
Yeah, definitely. And I felt whoever I speak to feels like something's going on. There's definitely, I mean, certainly over the last 2 years, there's been a shift to it, and people really opening up to wanting to know more,
Yes,
wanting to understand more, wanting to grow, and a lot of reflection inside in terms of what's going on with me, people recognizing that actually everything starts with them and wanting to develop and go into that personal development. Um, the process for themselves, and certainly this year that's what's been going on in the last couple of years, but this year it's like now you can actually access something even stronger. So I just feel like there's something happening in the planet energetically. I don't want to use complicated language because I don't use it, but
I'll do
something is happening. Yeah, something is happening. So there's a real lift in the vibration. There's access to more energy. There's access to something really magical that's happening in the air. So if you're feeling like very unsettled, you're feeling like a lot of emotions are coming up, it's because energetically it's happening in the planet so that you can start clearing and releasing, and it's bringing it to your attention. Sometimes it can be very upsetting, unsettling, quite scary. And actually, if you learn a bit more about it and get into the flow of it and work with it, you can actually access that internal power much quicker, much easier, and start to really work with it rather than against it.
Yes. And you're so right. And I think both you and I have really been on a lesson of learning and understanding about this. I think when you can come across resistance, I used to really fear the anxiety that I might feel. I used to fear the feeling low, and I used to fear
Mm.
not feeling sort of, let's say, myself. And now I've really learned to acknowledge that when things like that are coming up, it's something that's happening for me, and
Yeah.
actually something I need to pay attention to. And when I feel it, and I simply sometimes just allow it to to
Yes.
to be there, that's when the energy can be recognized. We're not dampening it down, we're not pretending it's not happening, and we're not trying to squash it back down again in the emotions. Actually, if we can just allow them to be, they will flow, because emotions are energy, as you know. They're energy in motion, and they actually just want to move in and move out. And so if you are feeling a sort of these deep emotions at the moment, just go with it and allow yourself to feel them, because they will move on, and then you will feel clearer, and then you, like you said, you will feel more access to your own intuition, your own light, and your own power.
Definitely. And I think sometimes when we have sickness, coughs, colds, pain, it's actually something trying to come out. If you think about it, you have a cold,
Mhm.
we've got a runny nose, we've got excess coming out, isn't it? We're sneezing, it's energy trying to come out. So actually just appreciating and realizing that, okay, and it makes you have to stop. And when we stop and rest, that's when the energy can flow out. Because otherwise, when we're on go mode, it can't move, it's stuck. And just accepting that that's why this is happening. And I don't know if you notice it, but when you've been unwell and you've had that rest and you've released all of the whatever was releasing, you just feel so much brighter after. It's just like you feel ready and roaring to go again. But we don't have to wait for ourselves to get ill. There is another way of doing this. And actually, and that's exactly what we do, working with it, showing people how they can start releasing stuff without having to wait to, be put down to rest.
So true. And I think I wanted to share an experience that happened with me only these past couple of days. So you and I worked together on Friday. I think it was Friday, wasn't it? And we were activating this beautiful light power that we were going to talk about, and we're preparing ourselves to bring it to. And I then had a big clearing from that. So my I had blocked ears. I thought that's interesting. And then I woke up with really sore eyes. And I thought, wow, that's really interesting. And now what's happened is that has gone. And I would say that I'm hearing better, and my eyes feel the best I've ever had. I've always had quite not, my eyes have been an issue for me, and now I'm seeing better than I've ever seen before. My eyes feel really awake and alive, and I've had that clearing out, and I've had that release that needed to happen. So I just wanted to share that, a past experience that literally,
Process.
yeah, yeah. Meena, do you want to share with everyone what you and I are collaborating on? We've been talking about the light power. We've been talking about accessing that and how important it is, and why we've been brought together. Would you like to share a little bit more about that, and how people can
Of
find out
course.
about it if they want to really access their own internal power this year, and really shine?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a really exciting piece of work that we're working on, because it just literally fell into our laps. It was completely obvious that we were meant to be doing this, and it just sort of came through us through the work that we were doing while we were talking, and it's just been so light and easy to bring together. And really, it's for anybody that is really resonating with what we're talking about here. Anybody that is aware of there's something inside of them, and have experienced it on occasions, experienced that inner guidance, that intuition that they get. It's for anyone that's out there that is maybe a coach, maybe a trainer, maybe a leader in some way. So business owners that are out there that want something extra that they can use within them, and that are open to working with the energy. And really, it's super exciting because of the fact that we're coming together for this, and we both know how powerful it is when we're working together. It's so gentle, it's so natural, but the shifts and changes that have happened in us over this year have been, off just incredible. And the beauty of energy healing is it's not a selfish thing. It doesn't just benefit you, it benefits every single person that you're going to come into contact with. So this work is, it's very special. It's about, if you're working with other people and you're coming into contact with a lot of people, they're going to benefit when you benefit. So when you start to cleanse yourself, release and activate, and really start accessing that internal light and working with it. We've set up 3 very intensive sessions for us to work together. There'll be live sessions recorded if you can't do the lives. But over those 3 90-minute sessions, it's just about cleansing, releasing, letting go of, and then accessing and activating your light power to take you to that next level. So everybody's level is going to be different of where they're at. And there's no measure or judgment. It's about your life and where you're at, what needs to be cleansed out now for you, and what needs to be accessed, and what else it'll take you to that next level. We're really expecting, and we know how we've experienced energy healing, we know how this goes. Your internal assets and gifts that you've already got within you will get stronger. So we all know we've got things, our geniuses, things that we do when we're out there in the world that we naturally do. Those things are going to get even stronger. You're going to access more gifts and more abilities within yourself. It's really exciting. You're going to strengthen whatever you have got, but you'll also access more. And it's a fantastic opportunity for anyone that this resonates with, and anyone that is out there doing light work, what we expect, helping other people, serving other people, and it will penetrate, and you'll see the shifts and changes in every area of your life. It's not just about your work, it's about your relationships, your relationship with yourself. And the deeper we connect with ourselves, the deeper we connect with others and the work that we do. And you just find that you just get a stronger connection and everything flows and you get into the flow of life instead of constantly feeling triggered and blocked. This is where the blocks start to move and things flow and come in front of you. And I've certainly seen it again and again. And the work we're doing together is a classic example. There was no questioning. There was just like, yeah, absolutely, we're doing this. There was no question. We were in flow. We were connected. It just came together easily. Even putting together the package and what are we going to do? It was just like, boop, wow.
I've never experienced it so much in the flow before. And so, like,
yeah.
Collaboration is just, I know it's meant to be because it just feels so, there's no pressure behind it, just feels so right. So if anyone would like to find out more about it, we will obviously put the post in it, we'll put the link here in the live, we'll put it in the YouTube notes, we'll put in any information that we send out. And I was like Meena was saying, this isn't just about you, and I don't want this is about you, but this is also about what the planet needs and what the world needs. And I think the more of us who are accessing our own power, who are clearing away our own, let's say, clutter, our own blocks, our own emotional baggage that could have held us back, the more of us that do that, the more of us that come up and serve and shine, the more the planet is going to raise its vibration, the more people will feel connected. And I think and I think that the more the world is going to change. And I think many of us are being, if you're hearing this calling, I think you're being called to be one of these people, to step up and stand and serve and really decide now, yes, now it's my time to really make that impact that I'm here to make. And for my family, for the people I'm going to come into contact, and I'm going to say for the world in as a whole.
Yeah, I just think there'll be an expansion in your purpose definitely through doing this, because I've certainly found it. The difference in this work, doing the energy work on myself deeply, and just how I feel on a day-to-day basis in terms of my purpose. When you're aligned with your purpose and doing the work and using your gifts and talents that you were meant to do, often we're not even aware of them. We just do it anyway. But when you're fully aligned, doing the work you're meant to do, you just feel incredible. You just feel so at peace, so connected, and just a drive within you that you don't know where the energy comes from. It's just like boom, boom, boom. You're just on the go all the time. And it feels amazing. It feels amazing. So we'd love as many of you to experience this, to be in flow with this. And we've created it in such a easy package, really thinking about what's the best time to do these sessions. It's just once a month over the coming months, nice and easy, deep, very intensive, and then we're right there to support you all the way through.
Meena, thank you so much. This has been, as it always, a delight. I'm so excited and revved up now. Thank you for coming on and sharing your gifts, your voice, and the energy healing. Hopefully people will have benefited from that. And yeah, we will share all the links and how people can access you personally as well. We'll give them your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your website, so people can really get to know you as well. And thank you for coming on and being part of my world, being part of world. And yeah, can't wait to do more work with you. Thank you, Meena.
Thank you very much. Just a very quick one from me. On the next session that we're doing on She Shakes the World, it's going to be Rachel in the hot seat. So anybody wants to hear a bit more about Rachel's magic and Rachel's work that she does and Rachel's story, should keep posted and look out for that one, because I'm really looking forward and very honoured to be able to do that and host that.
Thank you, Meena. Thank you for sharing that. See you all soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.